woo, woo.
Oh, hey, what's going on there, guys? Today is going to be coming to you from Pinku Style Massage Japan. It's going to be a solo session. This session is going to be a little bit, not a little different. It's just what I want to talk about for this little bit of time. Don't got too much time here, but just want to get this in. Today is March 10, kind of a special day for me because it's the birthday of my firstborn son. And so I'm going to get out of here early today and then go take care of that and celebrate the day with him because, again, these kids grow up pretty quickly, turning 4. And it's hard to believe it's been 4 years since he came out. Now, the reason I bring that up is because naturally, of course, everybody out there knows that I come from the business. I'm inside of my business right now, upstairs. And, to provide for my family, my son, and to ensure everything's good to go and he has the best life he can has, I got to take care of what I got to take care of my own and make sure I'm taking care of my business, which I'm always going to do that and never allow anybody or any outside forces to make a process that's already cumbersome and difficult by nature, just by what we're dealing with, hard anyway. And today, the one thing I want to talk about is just a couple things. Is the customer relations. I talked about a little bit before, hit on it and then brushed off, but this whole topic is going to be just about this. But customer relations with shops, automotive shops, and also automotive shops relations with customers. So I'm gonna speak. I never been really a consumer of shops, so I never really been in some of the situations that some of you guys find yourselves in, and it's because Initially, I went to a few shops when I first got into the car thing, and I didn't know, at that time, I thought they were trying to run it up and everything, and I was like, nah, I'll try to fix it myself, and that kind of put me on a course to where I'm at right now. And most guys will get good at what they're doing. They most times have a bad experience with a shop or just don't get a good feeling about it, and they go in and do their own thing and everything. So it's being a business owner, I'm definitely going to speak on behalf of the business owner that's out there that they're doing what they have to do, and also being a consumer, I'm still a consumer. Even though I run a business, I still have to buy things at other shops. So I'm not only a business owner, I'm still a consumer. And sometimes when when things don't go right, I just kind of move on to the next. It does happen. Everybody is just not when they get your dollar, then they totally change, and that's not that. With me, that's one thing I don't do to my customers, man. Is I'll support everybody within reason, and I say within reason because say you come in here and you get $5,000 or $6,000 or plus worth of work, you're not buying stock in my company. You're not buying me. Once I finish that job, we do our post brief, we do our post drive test, which I do now. Something I didn't do in the very beginning. And I did it because a customer kind of brought it up, and I was like, well, I don't do it. I generally don't have to do it, but I'll do it because it is a big job and everything. So what I mean. But the thing about it, when you do a lot of work, you don't own me, and that's one thing I get across a lot of people. When it comes to them, it seems like, oh man, he's writing me off. Like, well, and I tell them that in the beginning now. You don't own stock in my company. You're not paying a monthly due. You got the work done. I did the work. We went over it. Everything's good to go. Now you got to realize when you're doing these aftermarket parts, if you look at your fine print, which a lot of people don't do, a lot of the fine print on these parts that you buy, it says off-road use only. The reason they say this is because these are racing parts. These are aftermarket parts that it fit your application, but they're not made by the factory, meaning, even though they're stronger in some cases, it doesn't have the factory mass production mindset in mind when they're making these parts. So what that does is pretty much get them out of a hassle. Say if a pair of brakes or whatever explodes on the highway, you veer off, you crash into somebody, you kill a family of people. They determined that the reason why the accident happens is because your brake rotor exploded. Then they go back to who would make this brake rotor and stuff like that, and then they find out a fine print, off-road use only. You were on a highway, therefore you were the one at fault in the accident because you didn't adhere to the rules set by that company. So there's a bunch of different things and loopholes set. I have a lot of things in place to protect myself because if you don't do that, just like there's shady shops out there, which I'm gonna get to, there's shady customers out there, and some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe some of you are watching this when you go in there and you try to get over, talk to your friends, like, I'm gonna get over in the shop and stuff like that. When you got two forces like that, you got a customer that's trying to get over on somebody, You got a shop that's trying to get over on somebody. I'm not trying to get over on nobody. I'm just providing a service I provide for my shop. And I only speak for my shop. I have nothing to do with any other shop out there, even shops that I'm buddies with. That's their business. They have their responsibilities to do their business. Now, for the actual, one second, let me make sure I got my, just talking. Yep. So make sure my vocals are there before I talking this whole time and not record. That's a dangerous thing. So my recording is going right there. So anyway, everybody has their responsibilities, different things they got to do, different methods they got to do. So when you come into my shop and say another shop did it like this, it doesn't matter. I'm an American, prior military, running a shop in Japan. Until you find me another American that's running a performance shop legit with papers, documents, taxes, everything, which I don't know of honestly. A performance shop, not somebody who's working on a Skyline here and there, and then they're working on 95%, mostly like, the regular cars, Delicas and all that stuff out there that has nothing to do with performance. I don't do general service at all. Number one, because performance guys generally do care about what's going on in that car. But general people, they just want that car to work enough. And in Japan, in most places, they want their car to work enough to get back and forth to work. They're not going to spend the money it costs to change a clutch. They're not going to spend the money it costs to rebuild an engine, because they'll sell the car or junk the car, which they do a lot here in Japan, and get another car. So that's why I don't do with general, because I know what you're going to get when you deal with general cars. You get a lot more stress. You get the daily irk and jerk of trying to get people in, and then you got to run stuff up. And most of the general shops out there, they do take people, because you're not just paying. Like me, I'm by myself, so I mean, I profit everything versus what I had, minus what I had to put out, minus the taxes and everything. But I profit 100%, so I'm not splitting it with 5 other people. And for those guys out there asking, while we on that little topic, the guys out there asking, I'm not looking to hire anybody. I don't need anybody at this time. My thing runs really good because I'm reservation based only, and you guys see it when you just pop in my mailbox like that. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and get on you. I don't work that way. So if you're looking for that kind of company, I'll direct you to some people who do that. I don't source parts. My sourcing is modified. You find a part, I say how much it costs. You send me the money, I get it, but I don't look for anything. I don't come across anything. I don't keep my eyes out for anything. And the thing about it with me, man, and I'm only talking about me. I can only talk about for my company, for me. So this is all about me. I mean, it's my podcast. I want to talk about what I do. I have nothing to do with how other people run their business. If guys want to stop what they're doing and then take 30, 40 minutes to talk to a customer about this, that's not my thing. If you're not coming here to install the parts in my shop, it really doesn't hold any weight, because I'm not taking time out of my day to find something for you to take to another shop to put on. What the hell is that? You know what I mean? That's like, I had one guy that was bold enough to do that, and he was bold enough to tell me the shop he was going to go to. And I told the guy, I'm like, look, man, you know what I mean? When I first started the shop, I was entertaining because I was trying to get customers in here, but if you're not getting a part installed by me, I'm not looking it up. And also for the guys who even get parts installed, I'm not going to look it up until I have a reservation on tap. If you want the quote done, like I told a few guys recently, you'll wait until I get it done. If you want this expedited, you will pay for the expedited service and get that quote. I can't take a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours out of my day to do quotes up, and then guys don't come through and everything. So there's a lot of different things. Again, a lot of stuff that goes into the business, and a lot of different things right there. So the thing about it, again, there's business owners, your business owner, performance shop owner, or whatever shop you run. Your responsibility in a nutshell is to provide the service that you say you want to provide. If you can't provide that service, then don't promote it. You know what I mean? The services I promote are all on my website. You can see what I do. One thing I can paint, I'm decent with it, but I don't offer that as a service because I'm not a body shop. That's not my lane. And if you go to a body shop, you're not going to be able to go there and say, hey, man, why you paint my car? Because you go in and take my engine out and overhaul it. They're going to be like, no. Even though that body man might be able to do that, that's not what he gets paid to do. And everybody has to understand. I don't know why it's a hard thing. You don't go to Burger King for health insurance. You don't go to iPod to get to, or Apple Center to get your PC fix. You don't do that. You can't expect, because it lingers in that area as a customer, you can't expect another guy to perform that service. If you don't do it, you don't do it. And what happens all the time for companies out there who take on stuff that they don't do, is always a bad product. It's always a bad turn. And then you're getting bad rep off of a service you don't even normally provide. So why would you do that to yourself? So you got to, as a company, protect yourself. And this is guys out there who are new in the business. trying to get into business or whatever, or thinking about it. My shop is 4 years old, but I didn't just start business. I was doing business like from home for a long time. I did, between PayPal, between 2008 and before I started my shop, I made well over $60,000. That's maybe an understatement. $60,000, which you add all the years up in between 2008 to like 2015, about $60K I made selling parts, man. I was doing that, and I was always prompt when a customer paid. Hey, man, I'm going to get this. So I had those characteristics before I started my company, which I drafted those over. And the thing is, just keeping your people updated, like. However you got to do it. If you keep it in your mind, which is a bad thing, we got good memories. I got a decent memory, but with all the stuff I got going on, I don't try to remember things. So I got sticky notes everywhere. I use the calendar reminders, emails. The reason why I do email is because, again, I'm working on engines. I got my engine and my focus dedicated to that engine I'm building. I'm not thinking about your order or stuff like that. When I come back to my email box, I see those emails in there. It recharges. It gets your mind thinking, okay, take care of this task, take care of that task, in order received. So when you guys are, speaking for my company, you can't hit me up in September 2019, which I got people to do this all the time. Hit me up September 2019, you get a quote from me. No radio silence from September 2019 to February 2020 when you get your tax return back, and then you hit me up I'm supposed to, like, all the shit I got going on, I'm supposed to drop all of that and get back to you. It don't work that way, son. I'm telling you, it don't work that way. And I tell people straight up, like, you got shit going on, I got shit going on. Everybody got stuff going on, outside forces that are generally resisting what you want to get done. That's life, man. And if you think it's going to get easier with the amount of money you got in bank, the amount of whatever you got, it's not going to get any easier. Most of the time, the more money you got, the more problems you have. People say that a lot. It is because, you don't have a lot of cash. You're generally in the same level with people. Once people start seeing you rise, they start seeing you get things. They start seeing this. They start seeing that. Even if you don't put it on social media, they start to talk shit about you. They start to do this. They start to try to bring you down and everything. And I lost a lot of fucking friends, man. Well, like so-called friends, in starting this business, because number one, some friends that are friends, they run businesses, and the businesses run a certain different way. And they assume because you're friends, you're supposed to be lenient towards them. No, man, because when shit hits the fan, I'm trying to scramble and get shit done. I'm not coming to you every month for a bailout. And, some people just don't see that. I mean, some buddies out there, I'll tell you straight up, your friends could do a service. You can do a service, but you guys can be good friends, but business partners suck. One end of the party is doing too much or not enough. And if it's like that, before the friendship is ruined, just go ahead and cut the business stuff off, because the business is a business. And like I said before, every business out there, even if you're friends, you have your responsibility. That's your business. Staying open is not my responsibility. I can help you get customers and stuff like that. If it doesn't conflict with what I'm doing, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, go there. Like, I'll tell my guys, I'm not. When people ask me, who do you recommend, I always say nobody, because I'm not. Who the fuck? Why would you come to my shop and ask me who the fuck do I recommend? Like, nobody. You get it done by me, or you find your own fucking way. I'm not going to recommend. I mean, outside of the guys that are in the States, that's different. But I'm not going to recommend you to my competition. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? So you can go find it out yourself. Again, Masao was small. So generally, anybody here in Masao who's watching this, they already know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to name anything, because I've already got with the people I got with, and I don't have a need to put my shit out there and put it online. Not that I'm afraid, but my style is direct, face forward, straight to people. And most guys, even if you're fucking straight up with them, most people are not gonna be honest with you to your face. They'll wait till everything's good in your face, and as soon as you go away, oh man, he's like this, and then he's like that, and he's like that. Like, nah, motherfucker, I want to nip this in the bud, put this shit to the side, move on, make money, go forward. If you don't want to go forward, you don't want to go up, then that relationship is over, man. That relationship is done, and that's what I feel a lot of people have an issue with doing in this business stuff, and they have issues with that. Again, all this stuff tied together. I'm not doing it in the order. I'm just talking here, but when it comes to business things like that, you can have a cordial, somewhat relationship with a business or a customer, but you got to know when this is business and when this is like we're just having a conversation. And for the most part, building rapport with people is something you do when you first meet them. Let them know, hey, this is how I am, this is how I operate. Most people don't ever know you until they come in your door. So that when guys out there, again, who may be watching this, when they first come to my shop, It's not that I'm talking about myself or whatever, but I'm letting you know is how I operate. The first thing is I'm reservation based. I say that to everybody that come here. I'm reservation based only. So which means, I'm reservation based, straight up like that. Number two, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and service you right here. What I'm going to do is give you one of my cards. Even though you're here with me at my shop, unless I'm sitting at my desk, which is highly unlikely that you walk in my shop and I'm sitting at my desk not doing nothing. I'm ordering something, I'm doing something. Even when I'm there, I'm not going to let you walk in and then because I'm at my desk, I'm doing an email, I'm ordering some parts, I'm doing something that's productive always. I'm not going to allow you to walk into my shop, throw me off, make me forget something, and then cause issues. So what I'll do is I'll have you, hey, write your email down, write your number down. What do you want in general? I'll get back to you, because I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm not going to email somebody and then sit there and look at you in your eyeballs and wait for the email to come back, because that's not going to happen. I'm really fast in my email box, but most people are not. Meaning that when you send me an email, I'll get to it within an hour or two. If the time allows. Some days are pedal to the metal. I don't get to the email to the end of my business day, which is pretty much when I'm closing the shop, and I'll get back to you. But the thing about it, the reason I run my business well is because I'm this discipline, man. It's discipline. It's not being so. Money is needed. Again, the business is only 4 years old, my business, and definitely every major job helps. But if you're taking away from a guy that say he waited 3 months and then you promise him you will have his car by that, I would not get the cars out of here in time if I kept taking every time somebody came in here and it stopped and then get on their stuff and it stopped and get on their stuff. I wouldn't do that, man. So when you pop in here, those who know my regulations, that's bad on you, because that I'm not gonna do it. And then guys would say, "Oh man, I just stopped around here. I thought I figured you were here, so I would stop in." Like, that's not gonna fucking work. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna stop in, you're gonna get one of my business cards, you're gonna write your email down, then I'm gonna say see you later. So never assume with me that your situation is more important than what I got going on, because that's number one. That's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I would never come to your shop area, where the fuck you work at, and say, hey, man, service me. You got some shit going on right now. It don't work that way. So you're not going to come in my domain and disrespect me like that. And I've had to tell people that face to face, and they always, I could tell, man, like they want to say something, but they don't. And again, I say before my last podcast, man, not trying to be a tough guy, but you have to understand, man, I don't fear people. I just don't. You bleed like me, you breathe like me, and then when you don't fear people in general, your approach and everybody else is different. So people want to put out alpha this, alpha that. All that shit is bullshit. It's some made up stuff. There are people that are more dominant than others, and I dominate my zone. I dominate generally whatever I do. I physically dominate things. So it's just I've dominated people playing football, wrestling, lacrosse. Knock people out, all types of different things physically. So yeah, my approach is a physical approach, meaning when it's just me and you there and we're talking face to face, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I got to say. And I don't care if you agree with it, because again, this is my company, and bottom line, even if you're paying $7,000, your shit's going to get done properly. But at the same time, that $7,000 is not a go ahead, because some people, I've seen this thing, man. And again, this is speaking as a business. I've seen this thing where guys, you'll get up into like the maybe roughly like around about $10,000, $1,200, or maybe labor, and they feel like after $10K, everything past that is go ahead. Like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? I will allow 3 times before the job starts for you to add something. Depending on what you add, I'll stop you right there, because I'm like, hey man, I got my other guys that are reserved, because people, again, the way my reserve work really quickly. It's kind of slow down a little bit. The way my reservation works is, if you want to do this job, and say maybe July, and it doesn't conflict with my schedule, and the guys that they reserve far out, they know that within me, an event could pop up or whatever that I'm going to do. I don't work for you. I'm doing a service for you. You don't own me. So if you want to reserve for, say, July, you're going to save up this money that you get a quote from me back in, whatever. You're going to save up this. You're going to get with me and make sure the quote's still accurate, because part prices do change based on the season. So say you reserve for July 15th. you pay your fee for that day. You got that time in July 15th to July, during the week. I don't know what day it is, but only service people during the week, Monday to Friday. But say like, whatever, it's a 5-day thing. That's your 5 days. Nobody else, unless you cancel. And the thing about the cancel, if you cancel, you don't get money back. So what I do allow guys to do is move stuff around. So say you get that money sooner, you want to move it up sooner, I will allow that. But what I don't allow is I won't allow a guy to pay a reservation fee, wait a month, get buyer's remorse, and want his money back. That's taking money. That's wasting my time. And also, another customer could have came in, which it does happen, and it has happened. Another customer could come in and say, hey, man, around July, the first week or whatever, I'm looking to do this. I'll have the cash for this. I'll be TDY, blah, blah, blah. Speaking for local stuff. I can't speak about how it runs in Arizona. I'm an American running a shop in Japan. So these are the scenarios that happens here. So I tell this other guy, no. This other guy goes to my competition, gets the shit done. The first customer cancels. Now, bam, I don't have any fucking money for that time. It fucks me over. It fucks the other customer over because he's probably going to get a reverse service because I know what's out here. So I know if you go to the shop, I know what you're going to get. I know the shops that are not even going to talk to you. So, and there's a handful of them that won't even deal with Americans. So that's what I'm talking to you right here. So, backing out like that, so you're not going to get your money back. I'm going to keep that shit pocketed, and then you're going to learn from this process. You don't do that. Refund, not refund, but I say reservation with no refund but inclusive. That means you're not getting the money back at all. I don't care what you say. We can reschedule it, but you're not getting your money back. Inclusive means at the end of you've already paid a reservation fee. At the end of the job, at the last balance, that fee is deducted from the last balance that's owed. Meaning, if you get some more parts, more labor has to be rendered, that will be factored in there. So I don't know how much more crystal clear I can make that as a business. One thing I changed is I used to allow guys to go and buy their parts and whatever and bring. I don't allow that anymore. So if you don't, number one, if you haven't gotten with me to be advised on what to buy, or you haven't bought the parts to my shop, there will be additional charges for that, for the labor, because I have to conduct I do it for big jobs anyway, no matter what. But for you come into my shop with a bunch of parts for somebody else. My very first job like that I did for a customer, it was a nightmare because he had redundant parts, everything was mixed up. This didn't go with that didn't go with this, and he did all that shit off the forms, man. So for any huge big jobs or anything in general, if I don't order the part, I'm going to charge you more because that's going to be a fee. Again, one of my guys, Alan Newsom, brought it up, man. When you go to Burger King, when you go to Tony Roma's, when you go to Olive Garden, when you go to all these places, you don't come in there with your own fucking ground beef and say, hey, man, cook this up for me. No, your service with the stuff provided by that company. The reason we do that, because number one, we ensure we got the right parts. We ensure if the part is wrong that we can deal directly with the company. If you buy a part third party, then give it to me, the part's wrong. When I finally get to the job and I didn't have a chance to check it out, it could be the right part, right box, but the wrong part, and it happens. I can't contact them because number one, you bought it. If you bought that part 6 months ago, it's wrong. If it's a company to company, we work a little bit different. Company to consumer, it's a different thing because most companies, if you notice most parts out there, you can't go to ORC website directly and order a clutch. You have to go through a dealer. You have to go through a dealer to buy that clutch, and most companies run that way. You can't go directly to that company and buy anything. Some companies run both, where they're the dealer, they're the supplier, and they can deal as well. But most companies, they rather just make the product, put it out there, and that way they don't have to deal with the user, deal with the customer, because dealing with the customer is a pain in the ass. To be honest, it's a pain in the ass for some people. Most of the time, it's a pain in the ass because you don't put out what you're expecting until shit goes wrong. Because what you want to do is you want to be nice. Most people run it this way. You want to be nice and get that person in there, get that car on a lift, and then that part where you lock them in where they have to pay, or you keep that car. I run mine different in an aspect of where it's more straightforward and it's successful. It works for me. I can't speak for anybody else because my shit's genuine. I don't have fucking time for your bullshit. I'm not going to put up with it. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm a PTSD vet, and I bring it up to some people because that shit, certain things that you say or do will trigger me and make me fucking want to go off on certain people. More so those people who feel like they're more important than you. That shit don't work with me because I'm not more important than anybody else. And I say that many times, and you're not more important than me. What you got going on is not. The timing is there. So, You know what I mean? That portion of it, man, is just getting, I'll be customer service, curious and things like that, but at the same time, you're not going to run over me. And just because you're giving me money in the hand don't mean you fucking own me. You're going to get what you're going to get, but at the same time, you gotta respect and be a good customer. Just like there's shitty shops out there, there's shitty customers out there. And these are the guys that do everything wrong that the business says don't do and then go online and cry about it. And what's happening now, if you don't have evidence that you were definitely done wrong and that shop's been done a lot of people right, what's going to happen is all those people who've been done right are going to come back and smash your ass. They're going to come back and say, dude, what are you talking about? And then you start putting up evidence, and then they're like, dude, that's totally wrong. I've had my car done this many times by this guy, and every time it's been a post brief, post that. So for the business owners out there, man, as long as you do right by people, always keep it crystal clear. Informing them, but not giving them too much. Some customers ask a little bit too much, like, hey man, what's are you getting any deals on this? Like, what I get on it doesn't fucking matter. If I want to extend this to you, I will, and I do. If you come through my shop to get the work done, I will extend to a certain point a little discount to save you some money on parts while I'm still taking care of what I gotta take. Because number one, when you get a part shipped in, I gotta pay tax. I'm not gonna pay that out of pocket. You're gonna pay that because I didn't order that for me. If it's for me, of course, I'm going to pay for my part. If you order the part and it carries a tax coming in, you're going to pay that tax because you want that part. That's how I work. So you go through me, you get that. If you want to go through me to get a part to take somewhere else to do it yourself, you're going to get charged full rate because I'm not getting any benefit other than the small fee I charge to order the part, but still I'm not getting anything out of that. So, and I got to do a lot to get that parts, and you got to talk and make sure they got the stuff. I'm investing, 20, 25 minutes here and there. That shit adds up. 25, 30 minutes adds up. So, it's just certain things, again, and this, again, I don't, the podcast is not getting a lot of views, so I don't know who's watching it, who's viewing it. Maybe this whole time I'm talking is not even going to touch the people I wanted to touch, which is people who are local here, who are afraid to kind of come here and talk to me, who follow me, but they hear things and they just not sure about how I operate. The thing about it, again, is full transparency. It's a no bullshit operation. Again, I'm not going to take your bullshit. I don't care about what you do. And, people come here like, I do this and I do that, and I can do this, but my tools are home, or this and that and that and that. It don't fucking matter. If you come here and you want me to work on your car, I don't care. What you can be another master mechanic. If you bring your car here for me to work on, you relinquish control of that car. I'm going to do what I got to do properly, and I don't care about what you have to say about it. You drop that car off, we shake hands, you do whatever, see you later. It's not going to be any pop-in shit. People don't check. They don't do that stuff, man. That shit takes away from time. You drop your car off. If there's an issue and I require you to come in, I will call you to come in. And you will come in and check things out. And then from that point, we will see what's going to happen and see you later until the car is done. I don't do that dropping shit, man. Because number one, I don't need you to watch me have to do what I got to do. If you want to watch the job, you do it yourself and stay home. So this first half is more from the consumer aspect, again, from my shop, because I'm going to get my shit out there first because this is my shop. So 27 minutes of me talking about my shop, my processes. If you want to see more about that, download at pinkustar.com and we can talk more about that. But again, everybody out there is different. When you come to my shop, you notice you don't see a menu. I don't do menus because your car is not his car, is not her car. The menu thing, I got my hourly rates, what I charge. You will get that. But I keep some things safeguarded because people will see that, try to add up things and try to compare and contrast quotes. I've heard stories multiple times. I gave a guy a quote. They went and cried to another guy in the community that they thought didn't know me because we don't see him. They don't see us together on Facebook and all that stuff. And the guys come back to me multiple times and say, hey man, this guy bought the quote over here, and he actually was shocked because I was like, yeah, that's actually below, at the time, this particular time it happened, the quote was below what it costs, because I was trying to get customers in at that time, man, and people go around and think I'm trying to fuck them over and stuff like that because that's what happens in the industry. I'm like, look, man, again, take your shit somewhere else. If you feel that way, go somewhere else, and I guarantee you it's going to get fucked up. Then you're going to come back and I'm going to charge you double because, number one, again, you wasted my time. You're going to go somewhere else, thinking you're going to get a better job, and you think I'm going to fix somebody else's work, your work, or another shop. It don't work that way. Again, I do things a certain way. Not perfect by any not perfect, but there's nothing wrong with striving for perfection. There's been since I've been open 4 years, there's been a few things where I've ate the whatever because I didn't state something, and then you learn from it, and then you don't repeat that. So one thing, engine installs. If I haven't built it, myself, I do not guarantee any engine out there, even if it comes from one of my reputable sources, which I have good sources. If it comes from somebody that I know, I'm pretty confident it's going to be good. But if it comes from a source that I don't know, I generally don't install it. If it comes from somebody that you got, I won't install it at all. I need to source it. I need to talk to the seller and get some information on the engine, something. What else? Like some things, like, in some manufacturers that I dealt with for a long time. Like I had a recent thing with a Subaru that I just did. Case in point, it's fresh. I told the guy when we sat down to talk for about 30 minutes about the job and everything, that everything's going to be done. The marks will be right back to where they are, so it wouldn't require an alignment. The manufacturer for it was coilovers and stuff. You guys know I do reaction. They changed from a standard lunette eye to like an oval eye to allow for a camber front and rear. It was more like extended. And when I got the thing in, the cam bolts wouldn't align. I marked everything, but the cam bolt, and I had a camber, in-shop camber machine and stuff, which I used before. The cam bolt wouldn't adjust, so you had to adjust it manually and things like that. It wasn't working out. I tried for about like an hour and a half, got it somewhat decent, and then I said, nah, I got to take this to alignment. So because I told the customer face to face, eyeball to eyeball, that you will not require an alignment, I wasn't going to give that customer back his car and say, hey, man, you got to get alignment. Fuck it up. You got to deal with it. Because I told that guy that, and then because there was miscommunication with me and the manufacturer, my style is like, hey, man, I told him that I gave him my word that you did not need alignment. It would be optional. There are some times where you do certain things to suspension. If you mark it, you put the cam bolt right back, you do not have to do alignment, believe it or not. So if somebody's telling you got to do alignment, get the facts on it. Some things do require alignment, but you did for what he was doing. His alignment was already straight. He didn't require it. So I paid for the alignment. Not going to disclose how much I paid for it, but I paid for the alignment. I showed the guy the alignment sheet and say, hey, man, you know what I mean? I told you you have to have an alignment. Showed him alignment sheet. I got it done. Bam, right there, man. Just doing that. Just covering your ass, making sure the customer's good to go. That guy right there, man, that one little gesture I did, man, and let him know for sure that I'm a man of my word. Looked him in his face, and then bullshit him, shook his hand. Then lets people out there know that you're a man of your word. Because everybody, there's shit that does happen, man, and you got to deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, you definitely want to be a shop owner. You don't want to be a business owner, because shit's going to happen left and right. You can only control what you control, but we do have to work with different forces. So when something happened and somebody on the other end drops the ball, it ain't like you're throwing that company under the ball, but you tell them, hey, I ordered this shit on this date. They didn't provide they didn't provide the part they needed to provide on this date, because they are humans as well. This is going to happen. It's going to be a delay. Blah blah blah. You let the person know. It's not like, oh fuck, man, I gotta tell them this. Right? What I'm gonna make up this or say, oh yeah, I gotta do. Nah, man. The minute you start fucking lying, the minute you start, making up shit, the minute you say, hey man, I'm not in town and this, that, and other, and then somebody else see you in town, like you just lied to the guy. Like, hey man, I'm not gonna be in my shop. Straight up. I'm not going to be here. I don't have to get nobody fucking tabs on where I'm at. I'm not here. Number one, do you have a reservation on the phone? It always happens, man. I'm on the road. Hey, man, you at your shop? Like, no. What the fuck? I was at, when you were sleeping, when you were dreaming about G.I. Joes, I was at my shop 3, 4 in the morning. When it's like 10 o'clock, I've already been at my shop for 7 hours and I got to go somewhere. When you come there unannounced, like I tell people, you call me first, you email first before you even come here to save yourself time, because again, you're not going to get serviced on the spot. I'll maybe give you 3 minutes and then you got to go. So hey man, you're at your shop, and they all aggressive and shit, like I'm supposed to run back. Like, nah, motherfucker, I'm not at my shop. What the fuck you want? You know what I mean? And that's the same way I talk to people, because number one, man, people can again come in your lane and they believe that they have more priority over what you got to do or what you're doing and everything. So it don't work that way. Not here, not at Pinku Style, not through Donald Jackson. Again, I provide top-notch customer service, but at the same time, you will know that you will not fucking walk over me, and that goes directly to anybody that's looking to do any kind of business with me. You do business my way, or you go somewhere else. And that's how it works. And the reason why I keep that so blunt is because so many people, when it's business stuff, they wait for shit to go bad and then they want to react. Then they want to do this. Then they want to do that. You knew what the hell you were doing. If you're a professional, if you're a person again that's proficient at what you're doing, making invoices, servicing customers, doing what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You don't rely on a situation to dictate what's going to happen. You don't allow a situation with a customer to then make things happen or whatever. Things are going to happen that's going to be out of control. You're going to lose some money. At times, if you're a good company, or you could be like a lot of companies, they just, I mean, they really, I'm being aggressive with my words and using swear words, but you guys know I never do that. I'm just, again, I never leave somebody hanging like that. Within reason, and I say that a lot because some people they void their warranty that I give them. If it's over, so my thing is if it's over $1,500, generally it does need something that's a warranty. I don't get warranties under that amount because it's generally like something like low level, and it's just not gonna come undone and do stuff like that. Non-tamper, because if you tamper with it, the warranty is voided. But I don't leave people hanging. But people got to know at the same time. Again, you gotta. I've had I like a crowd because people can say he definitely said that. Like I said before, guys just come in your domain and do shit. I mean, I had one guy come in my shop a week ago, and he it was snowing, and he's in my parking lot next to my customer cars and my cars. The motherfucker start fishtailing, and I dropped what I was doing, went outside, went up before he got his car. I'm like, dude, my words exactly. I'm like, don't do that shit in my shop. Don't do that shit in my yard, man. Customer cars are out there, and I protect your car the same way. My exact words. And he was like, oh man, my bad. Young guy and everything, but like, hey man, there was no sugarcoating there. I told him straight the fuck up, like, dude, if you crash into the car, now what? I gotta fucking deal with you crashing into one of my customer cars. Now your shit's fucked up, and I gotta deal with that. And then I gotta deal with a car that's insured versus cars that are deregistered. So that makes it harder for me. Now I gotta email my customers, hey man, somebody crashed into your Skyline, and now I gotta fix that. Now I gotta come out of pocket, which every fucking dime would have came out of that kid's pocket if you'd have crashed into one of those cars. And it would have took everything in my willpower not to want to beat the shit out of this guy for now making something that's already difficult. Already, I'm one single guy running an international business. International, meaning I'm dealing with people on all different continents. American from inside of Japan. I'm not even operating from my home base. So it's big, man. The reason why I'm high strung always is because I got a lot of shit going on, and I can't allow your bullshit to come into my area and do things. Some people just want to run shit how they want to run it, and I let them know, man. Even if your wording is wrong in the email, hey, I got control of this, and that's what a lot of companies don't do. And that's why my shop runs efficient. Now, on the consumer part of it, again, I've already pointed. I've kind of been like bouncing back and forth between both of them. On the consumer part, man, again, on the consumer part, you have to ask certain questions. If that shop, let me stop real quick. You have to ask questions. Basically, after you have a meeting, after you guys go over certain things, if a shop didn't say certain things or certain things, yes, you have the right as a consumer to, hey, when is it going to be done? How long does it normally take? Blah, blah, blah. If that shop didn't already offer that information, again, what professionals do, what I do to my guys up front, everything loaded up front. That way, you're overloaded you're saturated. Like when guys come and finish talking to me, I can see their face like, fuck, man. He gave me, like, I talk just like this very fast because number one, if I'm talking like, yeah, man, I think about this, and normally it goes like this, and sometimes this happens, and maybe, man, I think so. The fucking customer's not going to spend $5,000 at your shop, man, if you're talking like that, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can talk this fast because, number one, I know what I'm talking about. Number two, I've already done it multiple times before I got to your car. I've already done your valve cover multiple times. I've already done your clutch multiple times. I've already built that engine multiple times. I've already done the things multiple times. If somebody come in here and generally doesn't happen and request, and even if an engine I didn't build, it's the same process. It's just you got to look different specs and everything. So, yeah, I can build your 3S GTE. Yes, I can build your B18. Yes, I can build your K20. Yes, I can build your VG30. Yes, I can even build your rotary. Like, there's processes to do things, and you follow those processes. Even if I didn't build your VQ37 or your VR38 before, I can build it because I know the processes is the same. If there's special processes, you get that manual, you read through it in full. Take on the job, you do it. I don't have to go on YouTube. I don't got to go on Google. I don't got to go on any forums and shit like that. I can do it because I know what I'm doing. So as a customer, you ask those questions, but at the same time, when you would outside of asking your questions, when that person's speaking, you got that question in the back of your mind. Hold it, write it down, whatever you got to do. But you got to listen to what the person at the desk is putting down because it's their company. So again, you're gonna if you don't, again, if that person at the desk is not putting it down, then again you jump in there and say, hey man, what the fuck's up? What's up with this? What's up with that? What if this happens? What if that happens? Blah blah blah. You have the right to do that, but at the same time, you have to pay attention. to what the person's saying. You got to do what they say, and then let them run their business, man. If I tell, like, forget, I'm going to bring up examples for me only. If I tell you face to face, I do not require emails every fucking 20 minutes to check on my status. I had a guy do this within 30 fucking minutes. Dude left my shop, dropped off his car for something that's going to take like a week. 30 minutes. Hey, man, I'm just checking to see how everything's going. Dude, I just fucking shook your hand 30 minutes ago, and you called me, you email me and ask me what the fuck's going on. I tell you in the email, I do not need to be checked up on. I do not fucking need to be checked on like a kid. That stopped that. He didn't email again until I emailed him. That's how you deal with it. You don't let that shit continue on and let that guy keep emailing you and get 20 emails in and say, hey, man, stop mailing me. You've already fucked up because you've already opened that door. So if a fucking dude can't follow directions and do what you say do, you kind of know what you're dealing with. When your customer comes at you, and for business owners, I'm slipping back and forth, you gotta evaluate who you're talking to. You can't just see money signs because everybody's raised differently. Everybody has different morals. If the customer morals align with yours, it's generally a good thing, man. It's good times. But if you already know the guy got an angle, he's trying to do that. Normally, those people don't make it past my stage where I tell them to fuck off, literally, without telling them to fuck off. I tell them everything, but actually fuck off. Nobody's ever gotten me to the point where I would say, I would tell somebody like, fuck off, get out of my shop. I would tell somebody, hey man, come back later before, like, this is not a good time. I'll say it that much, and when I'm saying it, I'm making eye contact. Generally, I'm saying it in a very aggressive manner so they know what the fuck I'm saying. If they don't get it, then I would tell them to get the fuck out of my shop. Get away before I smash your fucking face. Because the thing about it, man, so many people, man, I've been punched in my face before. I've been beat up. I've lost fights before. You know what I mean? And generally, those fights I lost, I did something that I was in the wrong anyway. The fight started. The fight started because I was doing something wrong. I disrespected somebody's area and stuff like that. I did whatever I did, and I lost a couple fights or whatever in the schoolyard. And one was like a work-related incident or whatever when I was younger. And I learned from that. And what I learned, case in point, man, is don't fuck with people, man. You don't come in somebody else's zone they ain't got nothing to do with you. They're minding their business, and all of a sudden you want to show out and show off, and you get your ass whipped, man. So some people out there, you know what I mean, it gets to that point, man. You know what I would say? I got my little grappling mats out here and stuff. Like, dude, you got a fucking problem. Let's go up here and grapple. Let's get that aggression out. I guarantee you, it'll turn to smiles. It'll be like, nah, man, everything's cool and all that, blah, blah. Like, 'cause I'll fuck you up on this mat. I know if you don't train, you will get fucked up. Sparring, whatever, kickboxing, whatever. I know enough to beat the average person up. And, you know, and people are like, oh, man, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about that? Because it's normal human nature. I know personally I'm more aggressive than the average person that I come in contact with because I've done sports. I've done different things. I'm from a certain place that makes me that way. I've been to combat. I've done a lot of things that, you know, that's physically demanding in my time. I've done a lot of things that test your metal, and I know who the fuck I am when I'm talking to people. I'm never nervous. I'm letting you know when I talk to you that I have this in control. You're not coming to my zone. And one thing as a customer, I'll tell you again, this goes back and forth. Being a shop owner, being a good customer. For you customers out there, you don't come into somebody's shop and say, hey man, let's do it this way to make it easier. Let's do this to do this and shit like that. Don't fucking do that, man, because what you're doing is you're saying to that guy, hey man, you don't have control on the situation. Let me get in here, intervene, and get your stuff right. You don't do that. And when people do that, I let them know I don't give a fuck about what you got to do. I don't care about how you done somewhere else. And recently I entertained it with somebody recently. Then I had like within that, and I did something, and I end up, because I wanted to see how this process would work. I was curious. And I was more of a self-test, and I came back like, I will never do this again. You will pay how I want you to pay, and that's it. Next email from that guy, cool, man, I will pay like that. Done. Finish. It's from a customer aspect, if a shop's not doing something and not doing something and not doing something, not doing something, and you allow that to go on, you kind of allow that. If a shop allows a customer to do something and do something and do something and do something and they didn't do that, that's the shop's fault. Both parties need to know where they stand. As a customer, you don't really have too much. You can say, I want this, I want that, but you got to understand there's different. If you want this exact, being like really exact and meticulous is going to cost you a lot more money, because I'm already meticulous anyway. Now I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. It's going to cost you more money. You just want the shit installed, then you go back over it and you paint or whatever you want to do. You do that, but you can't Even though you want this installed, you want like, yeah, we can go over. I can execute everything you want to do, but the more execution, the more finer the details, the more harder it's going to be, and the more attention to detail you have to put to it, more than you normally would do, which is always attention to detail. But you can't like your words and thoughts, being somebody else's hand. You're never going to get it exactly. Even if you go to the best top of the line shop, you're not going to get everything exactly how you want it, in your mind, because what you're thinking, it can be done. But at the same time, most people are like, hey man, yeah, I can do that, but it's going to cost you $3,000 more, and you got to be upfront about that. Like, don't. I don't care how other people are, but I'm telling you, I'm not looking in your pockets. What you can and can't afford is not my problem. What I am going to tell you is, hey man, yeah, I can do that, but it's going to cost you this. It's going to cost you that. It's going to cost you this. Next thing you look, you're sitting at $7,000, which for something you thought was going to be $3,000. I can do that. And then what starts to happen, it starts to subtract. And then when it starts to subtract too much, I stop it, because you can't deduct that. You can't take this off. You can't do that. You can't do this. And it's going to be a fucking nightmare. And every time, again, I'm telling you this because I allowed it, man. I allowed it, and it kicked me in the ass, man. And every time you learn as a business, you learn from failures, you learn from mistakes. Even if the business is not failing, the reason I failed is because I failed to communicate properly. As much as I do communicate, there's some times where you're human. You got things going on, different things, and you kind of fail to communicate everything that you needed to communicate at that time, and it doesn't go well. So you got to make sure every time that you communicate with a customer as a business that is successful. As a customer, you got to make sure every time you communicate to a business that's successful, meaning that you got to communicate effectively what you want to get done. Don't communicate a bunch of bullshit and fluff, and then it gets done, and you're like, oh, I wanted it like this. Like, you didn't say that. When we talk face to face, email for me is just, hey, a little bit of stuff. When it gets beyond, I got to write 2 or 3 paragraphs, I need you to come in and talk. I'm going to take notes. The job's going to be done according to those notes. If it's not done that way, then it means something's wrong. So it takes 2 parties again to tango, man. In 2 only. I don't care if you, and I've had wives come in here, man. If you guys are watching, I'm talking about you, and there's a few guys that have had wives come in here with them. I entertain that bullshit. Never a fucking again. If your wife needs to be there for you to do that, I will never hold a meeting with a wife and a husband again. Never, mark my fucking words. Never again. It is not. I had to block one wife. I had to physically block her email, block her Facebook, everything, because she kept fucking messaging me. Her husband didn't message me once. I'm like, look, man, I had them both come in my shop, set them down. Like, look, I don't care. I don't know what your relationship is. I don't care what your relationship is. I'm running the shop. I need to talk to the fucking owner. You're not the owner. Shut the fuck up. I didn't tell her to shut the fuck up, but I pretty much told her you need to not talk, because she was getting on my fucking nerves. And I talked to the guy, and he's like, oh man, like I could tell that he got an earful at home. I'm like, that's his business, her business. At the end of the day, and that job in particular, that's one of those jobs that end up eating a lot of money, because I did something that I normally wouldn't do. And it's because I allowed something to happen until it got to the point where, again, when I blocked her or whatever. His shit got done properly. I got his car back on the road. I ended up giving him a part of mine that cost a lot of money, because the engine that I got from another company, something was wrong with it. And I mean, he already had a bad running with the last company he dealt with and everything. And I guaranteed this guy that everything would be good to go. And from that point on, what I said is, if I don't build that engine, if I don't do this, I will not guarantee anything that comes out of the engine. Started the engine up. Everything's all nice and clean. Fucking white smoke. Somebody warped the head, man. And I got with this company. They wanted me to take the engine back out, which I was already on my next customer. It was like I had a week to take the engine back out, take it apart, send it back to them, and then they would evaluate it. I'm like, fuck that. And I blacklisted that company. I'm like, you want me? They wanted to send a tech. I'm like, I don't need you to send a fucking tech up here. I started the fucking engine up, and there's white smoke coming out of there. What is there to start up? The shit was warped, man. So, I had to deal with that. And I'm saying, this is things you got to deal with in business that people don't see. There's a lot of different shit you're dealing with, a lot of different people you're dealing with. So then you come in my AOR, my area of responsibility with your bullshit. I can't allow it, and I will not allow it. And when people come here, they can say whatever they want to say. Your bullshit stops when you come in my door. You're going to get a firm handshake. You're going to get a firm talking to you about what's going to happen, and that's just going to be it. If you don't want to work with my shop and do what I got to do, go somewhere else. You're going to get a bad – you're going to get it for what you want to get. I know, again, the shops that are around here. So when you leave my shop, I know you're going to go to one of them. If you've been a dick, I'm going to call ahead and say, don't work with this guy. And it's happened before. You go in with people the guys who I deal with, people who I don't deal with, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if you want to go to the other reputable shops that are in the area that I know, I'll give him a heads up. Hey, man, this guy's been in a pain in the ass. Don't deal with him. Hey, sure enough, this guy, I'm busy. I'm booked for the next 3 months. You see how that works, man. So it's two-way. It's not because customers, you have power because, we do need customers to keep the business open. But I provide a good service. I know I provide a good service. And I know I'm going to get customers because I provide that service. I can prove I provide that service. Number one, because every job I perform since 2016, I have pictures of every job. Every job I perform, I got your pictures. I don't. There's no need to delete them because what that shows, I can pull that stuff up. The person sees me scrolling. They see me scrolling like, damn, man, you got all these pictures. Like, yeah, I can go back to that. I can show you this. I can show you why you need to do this. I can show you why you don't do that at another shop. I can show you how things work and how everything works. Now, again, not perfect. I've had people come back for some, couplers, clamps come loose. But that comes down to, even a coupler coming loose, sometimes that's like a defect of a part. And when I again, protect myself there, if I install properly, and I have recently, again, recent story, real true stories, did a customer's car, put an intercooler on it, front mount intercooler. All the stuff was provided by Grady Trust. Grady Trust. Everybody thinks stuff is that and that and blah blah blah. And I spoke about it before. All the shit that you're buying, man, it comes somewhere. It comes that you're buying. It's a result of something in China. Everybody wants to say like China. You just automatically assume low grade. Most of the shit you consume, buy, everything comes from China, man. It's because it's cheaper to make there. Now, China, there is a China market where there's good stuff, quality stuff. That stuff is imported from America. I've talked to some of those companies. I've had samples. Then there's the clones of the clones of the clones. So those are the ones you got to watch out for. There's clone parts out there. I've seen it. I've actually got some. I bought some. Not by mistake. I bought some. I wanted to see how it was. I didn't install it on somebody's car. But there's You gotta protect yourself out there. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. The internet's out there is vast, so things go a different way. The internet will allow you to see, hey, what's out there, what's fake. You can look up, hey, what does a fake towel blow-off valve look like? You can look it up. They come in a white box. They come in a brown box. They come with this size sticker. It comes with the American instructions, Japanese instructions, all that stuff. Everybody's a shop owner should see. So as a shop owner, and I've seen it, reputable shops say, hey, man, I didn't know it was a clone. Dude, come the fuck on, man. You're a pro shop. You're a pro shop owner, and you don't know that's a clone. You can smell it. You can smell it. And I've bought them to protect myself, to do my homework, and then I keep them on the shelf to say, yeah, I can order that, but I don't order that fucking piece. I just keep it on the shelf. I tell them it belongs to me or something. But as a shop owner, you're selling clone parts. You know that fucking part they cost $30 when the MSRP is $80. You gotta know that as a shop owner. If you don't know that, then that's bad on you. So if you're doing that and you're selling parts out there, again, I don't care about it. Again, you come fight me. I like fighting. So you're not gonna do all that stuff. And I hope this thing gets shared around. The podcast and everything. And it's just again to attack both sides again. Business side and consumer side. All this stems from my guy, and I'm not, it's not. He's been sharing it around. My guy that recently came on is going to be one of my drivers. My first driver, Cadell Johnson. He hit me up with some stuff. The shop that's in question. I don't care to say their name because that's promoting them. You can read it if you find out about it. That shop, before I even start talking to Cadell about business stuff, I had another customer come in here and from that same shop, this is within Japan. That same shop had issues where the guy paid for this stuff. His car was like 3 months late of getting back to him, and the particular situation was a GTR, and he paid for a certain turbo, whatever. It had one upgraded turbo on the front, and upgraded turbo on the rear, and a stock turbo on the front. RB26 is hard because they all have the same body. They're just like they got a billet wheel, they dual ball bearing, got this, you got that, is ported. So the RB26, if you keep the stock setup, you can't. The physical casing doesn't get bigger because you got to fit the intake there, you got to fit all that stuff there. So you can't make it like bigger. you can't make a bigger compressor, because if you do that, then you can't fit your, like for twin turbo, you can't anybody who knows out there, you got to take the front turbo off first, then back turbo. You can't take the back turbo off first because all that stuff's in the way. So you take the front turbo off, take the back turbo off, and that's how it works. So if you got a bigger housing, something like that, you can't put your intake inlet on there because it fits in a little space. So you can't do that unless you're going to have to mark it. So this particular guy, he's not like a guru. So when he sees his turbos on there, starts up, it runs, he knows it's there. But then he was noticing a different kind of running. I drove the car, I noticed it right away. I'm like, dude, I don't think, and they just, I couldn't see the stamp, but I could see the casing. What it didn't look, one was more shiny, and the other one was like not so shiny, but it wasn't dirty. And I'm like, bro, from what I was getting, the pulsing I was getting, I was like, man, something seems off. Sure enough, man, I was able to get my camera up there and see. I'm like, dude, you got one is a stock turbo, and the other one is like a dash 5 or dash whatever aftermarket like turbo. And I'm like, yeah, man. So it was definitely identified by another shop. The guy went there and he got everything done. And it could have been done here, but he sold the car. And the guy he sold the car to was already in bed with another shop. And that's what he used to get his maintenance done. So they got everything sorted there. So I was right. You know what I mean? And again, this came from the same shop that my guy Cadell is dealing with. That's bullshit, man. So now, like, when you deal with when you damage customers as a shop, and this, again, sorry about that. This is going towards, again, shops that do shady shit. I mean, most of the guys, again, not watching this. Maybe you could share it. But when you do stuff like that, man, that took money out of my pocket. The guy sold the car, what I was going to be doing to the car. He just got discouraged. You creating a whole ripple effect. You fuck the customer over. So now that customer, when he comes here, he has a PTSD. So now every time this guy talks to me, I got to reassure this guy, hey, man, look, I do not deal with this shady shit. Every time the guy talks to me, he's asking me questions, like he's second guessing things, and he's just not sure because he got fucked for a lot of money. So naturally, when you go to another shop, people could talk a good game. Maybe that guy at the last shop said the same shit I'm saying to him, but he didn't come through on it. And now he's fucked over. He sold a car. You got to tell his wife they lost all his money and all this different stuff. So now you being shady is fucked over somebody else, and you've messed up my business because now I got to deal with somebody that damaged goods. Kind of like relationships. When you get a girlfriend, you get a girlfriend, you're a good guy with good intentions, and she's been cheated on and screwed over by multiple guys. She's damaged, man. So she's gonna automatically think every little text message you get, every time you go somewhere, every time you do this, she's gonna think you're around banging some other chicks when you ain't doing nothing but doing right. And then now he's banging chicks, so I'm gonna do this. So now those dudes who came before you have ruined this chick and then fucked your relationship up. So now she's, you're going to break up with her. She's going to break up with you, whatever, man. So, when you do stuff like that, it comes back to haunt people, man. That's why for me, I can't control anybody else. I'm 57 minutes right here. I'm about to wrap it up. I can't control what anybody else do. I can only control my lane. And that's what you need to do out there. And you control your lane. You can make things better and make things, set things. Even if a customer's been hurt before, you can kind of fix it. But if you keep going on that same route and doing whatever and worrying about what other people are doing, you're just wasting your time. I don't give a fuck about any other shop around here and what they're doing. And that's from my mouth. And you can tell them that. You can share this. You can, click on it and share the copy thing. I do not give a flying fuck about whatever any other shop is doing. We can, even if we're partners, we can work together because, again, at the end of the day, when I need this money, when I need whatever I need, they're not going to more than likely come to my rescue. And I don't expect them to because they got their responsibilities. But I do not physically care, do not mentally care about what I worry about what I'm doing in my zone because I got my goals. They have their goals. They got whatever they got to do. And then if I'm worrying about what another shop is doing, I'm taking away brain power from what I got to do. I'm taking away time from what I got to provide to you on your email. I'm taking away time for that. So when you come to my shop too, oh man, this shop did that. I'll entertain it for like a second or so and say, hey man, you're at my shop now. I don't give a fuck. You knew about my shop before, and I've had to tell one guy this before. You knew about my shop. You knew what I charge. You got a quote from me before. You went somewhere else. Now you're gonna come back here and cry about the other shop. Don't give a fuck. You want to do business here? Let's do business. You want to go back to the other shop, get them to fix it? Go back to the other shop. But you knew before you took their car there what you were going to get. So why are you surprised? Again, consumer, you got to do that homework. Business, If I'm providing you all this stuff, you gotta be a consumer and see if you and see if everything's valid. Do your homework. Talk to prior customers. See how it went. If you ever hear anything negative or anything like that, it's because that consumer did something that was not proper, and I let them know that, hey, this is not fucking proper. I'm not gonna let it fly here. So people say, oh man, this is easy. That's easy. People want, if it falls in line with what they got to do, what they got going on, then they'll say, yeah, it's good to go. But people are always going to say as a consumer that the process is not easy when it doesn't make it convenient for them. I'm not in the business of being convenient. I'm in the business of providing a service. That's it. I don't have that. If you got to go get your USD like you do, you got to go to the machine and change it over. That's your fucking responsibility. It's not mine. I'm not going to do that. I'm a Japanese company in Japan. I take yen. Only time I would take US at my counter is if it was a bulk order in USD and I'm getting it from outside of Japan. I've told guys that. I don't know why. It's a confusion. If it's Japan and Japan business, yen only. If it requires me to buy from another company, you will wire transfer into my American bank account. I will buy from that company. You cannot buy from me because any deal I'm going to offer or anything, my protocol, I want to order that now. So I just take that out of, unless I send you that link and I just don't have any dealing with that company, yeah, you can go and order it yourself, but at the same time, I'm still going to come check that stuff. So yeah, I just told guys, hey man, if I order it, I will cover it. I will cover the situation. I will try to get if there's something wrong with the part. But if you want to be bold and order it, there's no coverage and you're going to pay more money. So most people default to let me order all the parts because you're not going to get any coverage and you're going to pay more. So when I break that down to people, again, as a business, you break that down to people, you put that out there right away, you let people know. You don't say it's going to be cheaper to try to get that person in there, and then, hey, it's going to be $2,000 more. Now the customer's mad. The customer's pissed off because that's your fault as a business for not saying, hey, man, it's going to be this much. You're the professional. You got to contact with all those agencies to say, hey, how much is it going to be? How much is your price now? If I haven't talked to a machine shop in 6 months, shit may have changed. And it did when the 10% thing went up. If you don't know the exact price, get with that person. That's why your quote can't be done in 5 minutes. Get with that company. Hey, how much is your service? How much is this? How much is shipping? How much is tax? That's what I do, and that's why, again, your quote is not done in fucking 1 day. If you ever go to a shop and they give you a long ass quote in 1 day, bullshit. You telling me you got with all those agencies, you got with all those part makers, you got with all those people and check to see what the prices are. No, you gave them a blanketed price that was inflated, and then you make them pay that. Like, my thing is, the parts cost what they cost. I can get your money off. I'm not a drop shipping company. I don't care to make money off the parts you're buying. If I can give you a break on it, I care about the labor. That's what I need. I need those parts to do my labor. So, yeah, why the fuck would I run stuff up to get the parts in here when I need the parts in here to do my job, to get paid? I'm not nothing against it, but I'm not in Juku. I'm not raw brokerage. I'm not a drop shipping company which takes all these parts and then they do what they do, and then I sell parts in lieu of what I do, but I'm not a parts company. That's not my company. Now I can sell parts. I can do that, and I do it on my website, but normally it's the parts I use and that I use a lot. Add it to my site. I'm not going to add a bunch of shit to my site that nobody's using. And again, I get orders from outside of Japan, and I let them know, hey, I'm a performance shop. I sell this part, but just know this. I'm a performance shop, which means you're going to wait, and if I got engine shit going on, I'm not going to get to that order right away. Then I'll let them know, hey, I'll get to the order. Generally, it's never more than 1 or 2 days, but I get to them, let them know. But I let people know straight up, I am not a parts company. I'm not a drop shipper. That's not my primary responsibilities and duties. My responsibility and duties is all things performance, is installing those parts, tuning that engine, making sure that all that stuff is good to go. So you can't pretend to be what you ain't. I mean, even though I'm not bringing up a Juku, I got good relations with Ken Harrison and all those guys. I know Juku is running in Formula Drift. I know they got a warehouse now, they got the warehouse. They got their place where they work on their cars, which normally goes towards like their Formula Drift cars, as far as I know. So it's not, they don't really service customers there, as far as I know. But just because they got a garage don't mean they're a garage. Again, the primary deal with Juku is selling parts. And I bring it up because some people say they got different deals with it and different stuff. Most people out there that has issues with companies, they don't read the fine print. And I have guys come to my web. I know they don't because they come to my website and they don't read the fine print. Fine print, shipping responsibilities. If I go to a company that I want to buy stuff from, first thing I click on is your shipping responsibilities, shipping and trade rules. Hey, straight up, when you order this, it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks. When you order this, it's going to do that. Most companies put that stuff out there, but most people don't read. Just like when you go on the PC, the end user the EULA, the end user license agreement. I've seen like where people have got money for reading all the way through, and then they submit the thing and they get paid money. It's like a little thing. I don't read it because I just scroll through, then I check the box and I install the application. That's what I do. So I know a lot of people ain't doing it. When it comes to companies, many people don't read the shipping and handling terms. It says this: hey, on my site, contact me before you order any fucking thing. Contact me. I even put it on an item. Contact me before you order to see what the status of the part is. I don't want to take your money and then that shit. I got to process refunds. I got money coming into my account, money going out of my account. I got to account for that. Don't send me money. Don't order anything until you check with me. So if people are pretty good about it, but if it keeps happening, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off automatic orders. You got to get with me. So you got to get with the company. Say, hey man, I want to buy this wire harness. Talk to Yuri, a wire specialist. Yuri is good about it. Yuri will tell you, hey, don't have it on stock. I'll have this in stock in 2 weeks. I got to do this. I got to do that. Yuri is good with it. Anybody out there is saying Yuri is not. I've worked with Yuri a lot at wiring specialties. I use those guys a lot for different things. I've always had the upfront dealing with those guys every time. So if he tells you it's not in and you go ahead and order it, and it even says in a lot of times back order, this part's out of stock 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever. You got to, as a consumer, you got to read and heed that shit. You can't read that and then go to FR Sports, and FR Sports says it's going to take 3 weeks to provide this part because they don't have it. And then you go around online and bash FR Sports when the shit was in the agreement. Again, being a good consumer, you can't do that, man. So, again, I get pissed off at people when they come to my thing. I explain this shit to them. I got emails, and then they go out and say this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're not going to slander my name. If you're doing bad stuff, you deserve that slander. But if you're not doing bad stuff, you're being straight up to people, you don't deserve it, and you stick up for yourself as a company. You don't allow customers to walk over you and stuff like that. So, again, this whole podcast, again, I'm going to get out of here and end it because I got stuff to do. This whole podcast is pretty much, if you pick up, I've been all over the place with it, but there's consumer responsibilities, customer responsibilities, there's business responsibilities. In order for that to go well, both people got to be on the same page. And the thing about it, again, if one party is not doing one thing, it's up to the other party to make sure, hey, man, what the fuck's up? On both ends. If the consumer is not providing information, you got to dig that out of them as being a pro shop. If the pro shop is not providing you certain information, it's your job as a consumer to pull it out of the pro shop. And then you guys get on one accord. When one person says, it's all good, nothing's never all good, nothing's never this, I don't play that shit here. If it ain't good, it ain't good. Straight up and down, because again, I got shit I want to do. I got stuff I got to take care of, and when you don't do what I got to do, you don't have to do what I ask or do whatever, it's going to be problems. And generally, it's not going to be problems for me. So again, I go to sleep well every night because I know I'm not fucking anybody over. I do what I say and nothing more. And that's how I roll. So again, it's going to be down coming to you for Pinku Style Massage Japan. Be sure to send those questions and everything out there. Like and subscribe if you want to do that. I'm not going to do giveaways and all that crazy stuff. I want my people to be naturally, because I don't want a bunch of people that ain't really for me. And I'd rather have my 5,000 subscribers, which I have for the last few years, and keep maintaining that, even though the YouTube has changed the views and stuff like that. It is what it is, man. You guys out there asking about me, and on this note, guys out there is asking me, hey, man, work with Nario, or work with this guy, work with Alexi, work with all these people. I've emailed those guys, and if they see this is just directed to them. Email it to them, send it to them. I've sent messages to people who've been buddies of mine, and maybe they don't see the value in the podcast or whatever, and I messaged them 2 years ago, whatever, a year ago, whatever. That's it. I'm not gonna fucking hit you back up again. And when they hit me back up, you're gonna wait in line. So when a podcast gets to the point where it's really rolling and I'm getting these people in, and I know a lot of ballers, man. I know a lot of guys out there, but I don't feel like I have a need to utilize those guys to push me up. The people you see on my podcast, or the people I'm trying to get on here, is people that I thought was in my circle. Some people I thought was in my circle more than others. But the people you see me talking to in this podcast are people who are directly in my circle, man. I'm not going out and try to talk to these guys to again to boost myself up. And I don't have a relationship with these guys because the people I ask more than likely, most of them say yes. A few of them that I thought was going to say yes, no response, or they're delaying it and everything. So again, man, with this podcast thing, I'm not running mine like that. I started my own on a whim because, you know what I mean, I talked to some other guys out there and they felt like I wasn't, you know, again, I'm an American, I'm an American pro driver running a shop in Japan. Like, what the fuck? Like, if that's not enough credentials to be on your podcast or whatever, then fuck off, man. I don't need it. And when they ask me, I don't want to be on it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, man. You know what I mean? I take it how it is. People who treat you how you treat you, I'm going to treat people certain ways. I expect to be treated back the same way. And that's the reason. So I've had people ask me, hey, man, when's this person going to be on there? Like, hey, man, if I hit them up and they don't respond to me, I don't even want to fucking talk to them because, number one, if I'm not important enough to your progress or whatever to give me 30, 40, 50 minutes of your time, then there's nothing there. You're not going to come on, again, you're not going to come my way when shit is really popping and hot. And that's for the shop and everything because I got people here in Japan who will support motherfuckers thousands of miles away. Now I'm here and they know what I provide. They know what I offer. And you know what I mean? They you know, they don't want to come here when shit's hot and popping and really popping off and everything is fucking spectacular and I'm getting all this shit and I'm winning championships. Don't come my way, man, because you knew who I was. And this is the right. I mean, I ain't got to name names because if you're watching this, you know who the fuck I'm talking to. You don't support, and then when shit is getting thick, then you want to come on board. Fuck that. Life lesson to you out there, people out there. You do stuff to them. This is people. Don't allow people to come into your life when they think it's convenient. If you reached out, and I reached out to multiple people to do this podcast, and it is something that annoys me because I know who I am. And the thing about it, if you feel like I ain't fucking talking to you no more, it's a fucking reason why, man. Because that's a character trait I don't want to be around. I'm only looking for people. I'll bring it up. My guy Rahman, my guy Alan Newsom at Bridge Moto. Those are a couple guys, man, that I've met in the business stuff, and they've revealed who they really are. And as a result, man, I'm tight with those guys for life, and we're just going upward together. Now, when you don't do things or you think things are supposed to go a certain way, man, it's not going to be that way. So again, when you're ready to come around, you think I'm going to be like, oh yeah, come over. I'm going to be like, yup, wait in line. I got 5 people that's going to go before you. Wait the fuck up. Wait, if I want to talk to you, because some people out there, the way they went about it, the way they played the things, I don't even want to fucking talk to them because that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And again, if I blow you off, it's a life lesson for you. You're not fucking more important than anybody else. Your shit stinks like everybody else in the fucking world. Everybody. So it smells the same. It stinks. Doesn't matter how pretty you are. Doesn't matter how muscular you are. Doesn't matter anything. So, you know what I mean? Don't expect me to bend over backwards when you come my way. It's not going to happen. Life lesson learned. I don't want nothing to do with your progress because you didn't want to work together and help things go up, progress simultaneously. You felt threatened because I'm coming in your lane, so to speak. You know, and this is talking directly to guys with me. I'm not a fucking media guy. I'm a shop owner. I'm a business owner. I race. That's what I do. And I do other things. I'm not no media guy. I don't go around and spend money to capture this event to get fucking 300 views. That ain't what I do. Those guys that do that and they do it well, they do that. They don't run a shop. So we got different responsibilities. I guarantee you they don't have more responsibilities than me. Guarantee you. Number one, because you're not running an international business. You ain't paying taxes 2 ways. There's different things, man. So again, I don't try to get on that I'm above people shit, but the thing about it, let's be real, man. You ain't running a business, you ain't doing it. You ain't doing what I'm doing. If you're working for somebody, I don't care how much hours you put in, you're not doing your own thing. You're doing somebody else's thing. You're making somebody else a millionaire. So again, when you come to me, I'm aggressive, I'm this, I'm that. It's because motherfucker, I'm working. Motherfucker, I'm doing 17, 18 hours a day, every fucking day. So right now, what you're hearing right now is that aggression coming through, and that's never going to stop with me. And you got to understand that it's never going to stop. So if you ain't ready for it, get the fuck off. Get the fuck away from me. Go on. And again, that's when I get very, 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 very aggressive and very, very, it makes me, I'm getting angry just talking about it because there's certain people out there who I thought were buddies, man. And they revealed to me everything else but that. And I went, I've gone on my way to help them and everything. And I thought we were cool and stuff like that and whatever. That's not cool, man. That's not a good way to run it. And if you're only using people for your benefit, that's not how I do it. I will never use somebody else for my benefit. And I tell people that when I mail them, like, hey, this is a progressive. When I send them that transcript, and again, if you're watching this, I don't know why the fuck you be watching this. You ain't want to be on the podcast anyway, so I doubt anybody's watching it. But if I send you the thing, hey, you want to be on the podcast, or if I ask you, before I started up, hey man, you want to be on this and do this and do this? Oh yeah, man, I'll get back to you with this. And it's been 4 or 5 months. Fuck off, man. I don't want to talk to you because you obviously thought that whatever I had going on wasn't important enough. And again, I'm taking this personal. All the shit I got going on, all the stuff I've done, all the things I've done in the world, my time, your time is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, but saying that too, I realize I'm not important to anybody, but at the same time, I'm not going to allow that energy around me. If I extended an offer to help you promote your shit, even if only 120 people watch this, that's 120 people that's getting to know your stuff, man. So my thing again, the whole thing, even I suppose I wrapped up like 7 minutes ago. My whole thing here is don't you know what I mean? It's kind of when I'm by myself, I kind of do rant more about what's going on. Don't allow people to come around you don't allow people to be associated with you only when it's convenient for them. Fuck that. Don't do that. And that's why I'll leave it. I'll sign off here because I'll keep talking. Again, man, I'm really getting like fucking, not going to cry or anything, but just getting emotional because, man, I know what the fuck I put out. I know the energy that I put out every fucking day when I wake up. I know that energy. I know that fucking energy. I didn't get here. Nobody gave me shit. I didn't roll off on somebody else's fucking company and start some other shit. I came here by my fucking self. I started this fucking this shop myself. Me and my wife helped me. You know what I mean? She signed for me. I started this shit. I run all this. So when you come into my domain again, though, and that's why I get aggressive, man. You come into my domain, I don't give a fuck what you did somewhere else. I don't care what you did somewhere else shop. That's not my shit. Because I implored that shop to come over here, be a fucking gaijin and start that shop. I employ a Japanese person to go from Japan who is badass in tuning and all that shit and set up shop somewhere else and be successful. They're not gonna fucking do that. I took a big risk doing this, and people just can't come in my zone and do that, man. Again, I stay by myself, man, because what you're hearing right now is kind of how if I'm getting really angry with a customer, I get really fucking emotional. It ain't like I want to fight the person, but I'll let that person know, like, dude, you're not fucking coming into my zone and disrupting my shit. You're not disrupting my energy. And when you disrupt my energy, then you're going to get the real aggression. That's when it happens. That's when the real me comes out, because there's a professional part. You're not dealing with when you talk to Microsoft. Bill Gates not there anymore. But for example, you're not dealing with when you talk to a Microsoft rep. You're dealing with a person that's hired on, that's going to be nice to talk to you. When you deal with me, you're dealing with the fucking owner. You're dealing with the fucking boss. So when I ain't got no fucking employees that's gonna sugarcoat and powder coat and make it soft for you. You're gonna get that shit direct, son. You're gonna get it direct as fuck, and you're gonna get it direct from me, and that's how it's gonna be. So again, I'm gonna end this, man, because I'm getting there's some shit that's flowing through my mind when I do this podcast, man, and there's some stuff I've already dealt with. I've already talked to motherfuckers who've pissed me off, so they know where they are. If you're watching this, you already know who the fuck you are, so we're pretty much fucked, and I don't want to fuck with you anymore. Because people will watch, even though they don't support you, they will watch you, man. They'll watch you. And oh yeah, like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm talking. I ain't gotta say your name. I've already got with you face to face, man to man. So that's why I can say this with this kind of this kind of tone, because I already know I've got with you face to face, eyeball to eyeball. You know how the fuck I feel. I don't know how you feel, because you don't say nothing back to me. Oh, it's all good. It's not like that. Blah blah blah, motherfucker. You know how it is. And again, this no, man. When you deal with me, I already know more about you than you probably know about me, because I do my homework. So, you know what I mean? And I hope people would do that too when they deal with certain people. Do your homework. Look up who the fuck you're dealing with, and eventually you will see that. So it ain't a surprise or a shock when you find something out about somebody when they do something. So do your homework and everything out there and everything. Again, guys, I don't want to be like this, but it's some stuff between good buddies of mine that's been fucked by shops. Customers who I'm doing stuff for that want to spread shit, and you don't hear it because it gets killed. People, nah, man, that shit ain't real, and then they go away. But the reason why my nature of this whole podcast has been aggressive, man, because simply out there, man, life is fucking hard, man. Life is difficult as shit, and it don't matter how much stuff you got, it's gonna maintain and stay hard. So if you ain't ready to deal with real motherfuckers, don't do bullshit. Because when it happens to you or happens to somebody you know and do stuff out there, you're going to get fucking dealt with at some point in your life. And I'm that guy who puts that shit out there that you ain't gonna come into my zone and fuck shit up, and I'm not gonna allow it. So my thing is just giving people life lessons. Hey man, this is how shit works. This is how the world works. If you've been shielded from that, that is your fucking problem. That is your parents' fault. That is your guardian fault, whoever raised you. So that's just what I want to leave everybody with. That man, just do what you gotta do. Stay in your lane for the most part. Don't allow anybody to fuck you over, consumer or business, and go like that. So again, this whole I was gonna close it out, man, but I felt I had to really say that because it was on there, and I want to get it out there. So it's out there, and it's out there in the universe. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? I don't know who's gonna watch it, who see it or whatever, but I'll put it out there like that. If you want to share it with whoever you think I'm talking about, share it with them, because I am fucking talking about them. I ain't gotta say their name, because again, when you say people's name and stuff like that, you're promoting things out there. Again, Alexi out there, and maybe you're watching it. Maybe somebody who follows you watching that. I don't have anything against Alexi. We talked a few times in person, but I will say again, I've sent Alexi a message regarding the podcast, regarding some other stuff that just Mark seen 2 years ago. So obviously, again, that means maybe he was busy or he just didn't get back to me. But when you see somebody else, or not, that's just an example. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, whatever it is. That's just an example. But when you see people all on fucking line, sharing all this shit, sharing all that, you sent the motherfucker a message regarding something that can help promote both people. No, nothing back. So again, once we get hot and once we see each other in person, motherfucker, I remember I sent you that message, and I'll bring it up. Hey man, I sent you that message. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him since I sent the message, but I'll bring it up. But hey man, I just want to figure out what the fuck's going on. So hey man, this whole Facebook shit, people think ain't no separation. That shit's real, man. So when motherfuckers don't hit you back up, it's because they don't give a fuck about you. If I don't message you back, it's because you probably messaged me for something that you ain't supposed to message me for on my personal account. It ain't for that. That shit's for business. My business account's for business. Personal's for personal. I use it for my family, my wife, and shit like that. Really want to talk about business shit on my personal account. So if it is, you hit me up at Pinku Style, then you're gonna get another automated message that says message me at email. That's the filtering point right there. So if you don't want to email me, so be it. I got the Apply working, but the Apply is on some shit right now where they ain't let messages go through. So I got to deal with that company, get their shit on part, where I cancel the Apply and do my own. But right now that's not working how I want it to work. So just message me on my email and everything. Again, guys. Again, thanks for watching this podcast. Again, if you made it through this far, I'm not apologizing for the aggression, because aggression is there. It's always gonna be inside of me, and that aggression is what puts me right in this position right here. And the aggression is what allows me to provide those services I provide, because I'm determined. I will not let no fucking body out there would disrupt what I got to do. If you're trying to disrupt what I got to do, you're going to get the fuck out of my life, and abruptly. Nobody disrupts what I got to do, and nobody is more important than what I have going on in my personal life and everything else. You'll get dealt with in time, but again, you just got to know when you're dealing with Pinku Style to get that service you want to get that, you got to come with me correct. I'm going to come at you correct. And if you ain't come with me correct, I'm going to make sure you correct it. And that's how it's going to go. So it's going to be Donald signing off of Pinku Style Massage Japan. See you guys later.
The whistles. The whistles go woo! Anybody that has it in their neighborhood is going to be totally driven crazy. It sounds like what? Well, you want to woo woo? It's that woo woo.